Hello, what's up guys? This is Manak and welcome to my YouTube channel Get Certified. Well, this video bundle will help you understand the basics of SAP ABAP and will help you in the preparation of SAP ABAP certification course. I will indeed cover in-depth analysis of all the topics which are suggested by SAP, the most frequent asked questions, and I'll give you live a demonstration of the most important codes and to help you better understand how SAP works and the basics of the SAP system. So basically, this course is for people who are basically preparing for their next SAP certification course, or for people who have just started learning SAP ABAP coding and they want to they want to learn from the real basics and slowly go higher up in the ladder, and also for those functional consultants who would like to learn the basics of SAP ABAP, debugging, and the basics of programming, which can help them to debug and better understand the flow of the SAP system better. But all the topics I cover would be certified oriented, meaning all the topics I would pick up would be according to the suggested regime by SAP. So the videos would be around 10 to 15 minutes long, and depending on the complexity, I would either dedicate a bit more time to explain more clearly and more in depth, and with examples for you to understand. And during the course of the video, I would also, as I told you, give examples and write code along with some explanations, which would really help you, grasp and keep the understanding for a longer period of time. And this series would be a pretty long series, consisting about 50 to 60 videos, because I'm expecting to go into detailed analysis of each and every topic. So right before starting the tutorial, let me tell you why I prefer to do it this way. Actually, myself, I'm a SAP Certified ABAP developer. I'm currently working for an IT firm. When I started my preparation for SAP ABAP certification, I couldn't really find a proper material for me to prepare, so I had actually to shove out huge amount of money for me for the materials. In the web, I either could find incomplete materials or the materials covering some topics, but not whole bundle, and the ones which are complete and would actually cost you a lot. And same goes for the SAP standard bundles for the SAP SAP recommended courses, which are kind of expensive. So during this video bundle, and you could actually learn the entire SAP ABAP development course for free. So basically, let me show you the name of the certification, which is TAW. Well, I have for one of the, where did my mouse go? Okay, right here. So we have SAP TAW 12 underscore 750. So 750 is the name of the SAP NetWeaver version. So either SAP CTAW 12 740 or 750. So you can have either one of them. So let's open it up to have a little bit of details what the exam consists. Right, so as you can see, SAP Certified Development Associate ABAP with SAP NetWeaver 7.50. So basically, I'll explain to you this associate level certification. There are basically 3 levels, and I'll get into it just after this. So as you can see, the exam contains 80 questions, and it's for 180 minutes, which is 3 hours, and there are various language in which you can sit for the exam, and the cost of the exam is 500 euros. The cost actually depends based on which country and you're attempting your exam. So I'm currently in France, so it's showing me the cost of France, which is 500 euros. So yeah, guys, just before giving the exam, be sure that you're absolutely ready for giving the exam, else you are gonna lose a lot, a huge amount of money. So basically, as you can see, the weightage of questions, the weightage of marks based on the topic about programming would contain more than 12% of the questions. So just this, as you can see, is a quite important topic. So we will consider this topic we'll consider understanding this topic in quite a depth, and I'll try and explain every details of it. Similarly about dictionary, data types and data objects. These are actually recommended by SAP to actually follow this course, for you to get expertise, to have expertise in this topic. So this is TAW10. So actually this the training content for this is only provided by SAP Learning Hub, and well, like this is available to purchase. Well, I mean, at the end of the day, you have to buy. I mean, it costs a lot. Apparently, this is not available for now. So these are the topics which are 8 to 12% of the questions come from these topics. Classic user interfaces. So ABAP reports with selection screens and ALV grids. So I'll explain in details all of this with sample codes, and you will have absolutely no problem in answering this type of questions. SQL statements, enhancements and modifications. So yeah, there's two ABAP objects. So this is the object-oriented part of SAP. ABAP is Advanced Business Application Programming. So this is the programming language of SAP. I'll cover all these things into great detail so that you would have absolutely no problem. Webdan Pro, this is SAP NetWeaver overview. So these are the less I wouldn't say less important topics, but topics where less questions are asked. Internal tables, and ABAP tools. So ABAP tools would consider the code inspector and ABAP debugger, and I believe the SQL monitor, etc. So yeah, basically, as you can see, this is a small overview of all the topics which you will get questions. So if you go according to SAP Preparation, you would have different books and different video tutorials for each. Like for each of this, you need to follow this course. For the next one, you need to follow this, and it would actually cost you like 500, around 300 to 400 minimum for each of this. So yeah, preparation of SAP is quite expensive, and then this amount, 500 euros for actually giving the exam, and you have one shot at passing the exam. So yeah. So sometimes back I was talking to you about the associate level SAP certificate. So let me explain to you a little bit about the certification levels which are available in SAP. The most basic and entry level certification is the associate level, and the next is professional, and the most professional, the most highest level of certification would be the master's level. So there are some expectations, and if you can fulfill the expectation, you are that level of you're that level certified professional. Sorry. So if you are able to accomplish predefined tasks and perform tests or customize functionalities, so you are an associate level professional. On top of that, if you can build proposed solutions by researching valid options to specify and implement them, you are at your professional certification level. If you can conceptualize a complex process to blueprint and modify and optimize integrated scenarios, you're at your master's level. On top of that, if you are able to design, so at master's level, you're expected to actually design integrated strategies to compose, to develop and roadmap solutions and architecture. So these are the different levels of SAP certificates. So before I start with the first topic, which would be programmation ABAP, like creating different types of ABAP program and like the techniques of modularization. I would like to tell you that for this course you will expect some knowledge of programmation earlier, and if you have a basic and you understand the basics of coding, you can easily catch up with this programmation language, because it's really not very different from the mainstream coding language such as Java or C++. So if you already have some knowledge, or if you're an expert in one of this language, understanding SAP ABAP would be not that difficult. And as I said, this is not only for beginners. For you out there who already know the notions of SAP but would like to change your level from intermediate to expert, so you can skip directly to the specific videos where I explain more complicated or the topics which you want to learn. And also for those functional consultants who would like to learn some topics for them to better understand the SAP process. So yeah, let's see you in the next video, and I'll be ready with some SAP log on screen, and then we can start from there. So that's it for this video. Don't forget to hit the like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel. So we'll see you in the next one. Until then, peace.